Hey, it's me, Skylar. Welcome back to my channel. We are on to day 12 of 31 Days of November challenge, and I have to do this again because there was something up with my camera after I'd done the film. So basically, day 11 was I picked a favourite actor from the decade, which was Charles Bronson, and day 12 is favourite actress from the decade. Now, even though this actress, she probably done about 8-9 films in that decade. Of course, she's my favourite actress of all time, and if you are new to my channel, I am a fan of this lady very, very much until she passed away in 2007. So rest in peace to this lady, which is almost 9 years ago. So of course I'm on about the one and only Yvonne Carlo, and the movie I have done is The 7 Minutes from the 23rd of July 1971. Directed by Russ Meyer and produced by Russ Meyer. Screenplay by Manny Diaz, which is uncredited, but Richard Warren Lewis was credited. Based on the 7 Minutes book by Irvine Wallace. Starring Wayne Maunder as Mike Barrett, Marianne McAndrew as Maggie Russell, Philip Carey as Elmo Duncan, J.C. Flippin as Luther Yerkes, E.D. Williams as Faye Osborne. See, I'm reading from my book because that's where I do all my reviews down. Lyle Betcher as Frank Griffin, Yvonne Carlo as Constance Cumberland, and I'll tell you someone else about it soon. Spoiler alert. Jackie Gale as Norman Quandit. Jackie Gale as Norman Quandit. There's two Norman Quandits, so bear with me. So there's Jackie Gale as Norman Quandit and Charles Napier as Norman Quandit. Ron Randall as Mel Reed, Charles Drake as Sergeant Kellogg, John Carradine as Sean O'Flanagan, Harold J. Stone as Judge Upshaw, James Inglehart as Clay Rutherford, Tom Selleck as Phil Sanford, Olin Soul as Harvey Underwood, Jan Sutton as Amanda Lou White, David Bryan as Cardinal McManus, Wolfman Jack plays himself, Lynn Hamilton as Avis. Music by Stu Phillips, cinematography by Fred Mandy, edited by Dick Wermel, distributed by 20th Century Fox. Now, before I carry on, near towards the end I might be putting a few spoilers in, so this may have a touch of spoilers, but it's to explain to you guys to understand the film. So here we go. Movie rolls around a teenager who buys a book called The 7 Minutes and gets charged with rape, but a prosecutor, someone that's against pornography, says that the book is obscene, so sets up an operation so that 2 policemen go to the bookstore and buy the book. Then the prosecutor charged the bookstore for selling the book. Then the trial creates a debate about pornography versus free speech. Then the lawyer has to solve the mystery of the true author of the novel. Then they examine the book's history. The attorney finds out that it was written by J.J. Jadway, and he was an American who lived in Europe, which was actually Paris, France. It was originally published in English by a French publisher, and it was eventually picked up by tour companies in the United States, which they mostly tried to emphasise the lurid and scandalous part of the book. The inside of the book is so sexual that it was banned and obscene in over 30 countries. It came to light that J.J. Jadway was not responsive over the book's treatment, that he supposedly committed suicide/heart attack, and one of his friends had found him and reported it. As the trial takes place, the lawyer finds members of the public who dislike the book immensely, and one is speechless over the entire book. But the other lawyer says that that book is only words. Then the other lawyer asks the man who committed the rape and says that the book drove him to it. The other lawyer gets a call from Constance Cumberland, a member of the Decency Society, who wants to testify in court about the man that committed the rape and other things in the book, and says she's spoken to the man. His motivation for the rape wasn't the book, but his own fears over his sexuality. She also goes on to say that she knows J.J. Jadway, the book's author, and he didn't die of a heart attack in the 1950s in Europe, as reported. And she knows about the book, that the book wasn't meant to be pornographic, but to examine a woman's sexuality. Then when asked how she knows J.J. Jadway, Constance drops a bombshell and says she's J.J. Jadway, and she wrote the 7 Minutes and had gotten a friend to publicise the fake suicide of J.J. Jadway. So that they discharged the investigation into the book's author, as more than 20 years ago it would have been bad for her, and if found out that she was the author, she couldn't hide it anymore. She then explains that the man whom the female protagonist of the book was having sex with has had problems with impotence, and then was about to experience the intercourse because of the woman. Her feelings of this man reawakened in her for not a lover for lots of years, which makes her realise that she wants to be with him, and this all was occurring inside her head during the experience of the 7 minutes of intercourse. The jury finds the book not obscene. The lawyer says that the decision applies in the state and can try again somewhere else in California. The lawyer who won the case gives him some crap by pointing out that it is nuts to try and stop what adults choose to read in their homes, and no harm has been shown. Which in this case, the book was simply used to explain the rape case of the young man. Now, I'm going to add something into this, which is the spoiler bit. I'm going to add a couple of things, right? Firstly, the guy that was supposedly charged with rape didn't actually rape the girl and kill her. It was his friend. Spoiler. Sorry. And also, Yvonne Carlo explained in a bit more detail, like, she said, look, I'm from society, and she written everyone thought that she just wrote a biography because she was also an actress. And then when she said that she was the author to the 7 Minutes, everyone's jaw dropped, because the defence lawyer also thought that she was talking a load of beeswax and wanted to try and stop what she was trying to say, and the other fella in the end just said, like, how do you know about the 7 Minutes and all this detail? And she basically said, look, I wrote the book, and basically I also seen the boy, and the boy, reasoning behind the book, what he'd done was, he was also actually the lad, the young boy who was supposedly be charged with rape, he was also impotent as well. So yeah, I just wanted to include that bit in. And then at the end of the movie says that the average length to lovemaking is about 7 minutes. So the end. So now we're on to my thoughts. Now, I'll be honest with you. In the first 20 minutes, I wanted to switch the film off. It wasn't my cup of tea, and then as soon as I saw Yvonne Carlo open her mouth, bang, I was back watching the film. I was totally into the film, because I thought what she was saying was very interesting, and it was just astonishing that for 1 minute I'm hating the film, and the next thing, as soon as my favourite actress opens her mouth, bang, I'm glued to the screen. I'm so intrigued by what she's saying and her mannerisms, the way she acts. I love the way she acts. People might think differently, say, oh, she can't act. I think she was a terrific actor. She can play anything. She can play a serious actress, she can play a horror actress, she can play a creepy actress, she can play any sort of role that you can put at her. A western, anything, she will do it. And I just love her versatile, there's the word I was looking for, the versatile actressing or acting, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, rating to the film. Now, I'm going to do this slightly a bit different. If you were asking me to rate this for the beginning, I would give it a 3 out of 10. Now, if you would have asked me to give a rating for the middle and the end, it would be a 10 out of 10. Now, realistically, as a whole review, I have to give it a rating for the whole review. It doesn't work like that, beginning or end. So I will go with a 7 out of 10. Reason being is the beginning was so flat and boring that I wanted to switch it off. But by the court case and everyone doing their testimonies, and then when Yvonne Carlo was talking and she said her testimony, that was it. I was into the film, into the whole concept of the whole film, and understand the story of the film a lot more. So for that reason, that's why it's getting the 7 out of 10. It's just basically for the ending alone, but you'd have to do it based on the beginning and the end. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. So stay tuned for day 13, and of course stay gory, have unpleasant dreams, and I will see you soon. Ta-ta for now, bye.